Let's talk my top technical chart provider for 2024, and this is a very important trade tool, especially if you all are going to be a technical trader like I am. And this is why I always love to talk about this tool, because yes, my main decision-making tool as a trader is the technical chart. So therefore, having a good quality technical chart provider is going to be quite the important tool in my tool belt. And I've tried many of them over the years, and this is the one that I want to share with you because it does a great job, and I believe it will do a great job for you. So can I guarantee it will do a great job for you? Of course not. Do I think I can provide enough evidence here in this video to suggest that you should at least give them a try? Absolutely. Now, to start off, the first big thing with any chart provider is how fast are they? Because what you don't want is for your chart provider to be delayed compared to what actually is going on in the market. Because if the price of something is at $10, but you're looking at the chart and thinking it's $10.50, well, then that's a problem, because what you see is not matched up with the reality of the market. So that in of itself, very, very important aspect is you want to make sure that there's no delay. You want to make sure that your chart is giving you as clear as possible information in regards to what the reality of the market actually is. And that's why I really do like Webull, because I've run a test, and the test was very, very helpful in Webull's regard. And if you want, I'll put a link down below and you can go watch this video where I did do a comparison of Webull compared to 2 other platforms. And these 2 other platforms did require payments. So in other words, Webull is a completely free chart provider to use. And they're also a broker. So if you want to use them for your trading, you can do that also. They have scanners and all that sort of stuff. But Webull, if you want, you can just use them for charts, which is what I do. So on that note, what you see here is Webull. This is the Webull chart and all that. And then what you have down here is actually a separate broker. And I use Lightspeed, so that is a separate broker. But what you use over here, or what I use over there, is Webull. Now, you could accuse me of being kind of stupid in this regard because I am paying commissions with Lightspeed, and I'm probably paying way more than I need to, but it's just one of those kind of comfort blankets thing. I've been with Lightspeed now for almost 20 years. So it's just kind of hard to separate from them. But if you want, you could do something maybe you don't, for whatever reason, like, no, I don't really like Webull as a broker, but I do like their charts. Well, then, like I said, as I just showed you, you could still incorporate them within your platform, even if it's not, Webull doing the actual executions. But if you're like, no, I want to keep everything under one umbrella, then Webull will also allow you to do that, be your broker and your chart provider. So let's go to my desktop once again. I want to walk you through a couple of trades because we've been talking about speed. So it really does become a question of, okay, does the chart allow you to build trade plans that can happen in line with the reality of the market? Because as we've already discussed, if you have that disconnect and that disconnect is too big, well, then you have a problem. But Webull completely holds up to, compared to with other charts, especially when you have to pay for those other charts. So, you can go and watch that video, or you can take my word for it and just say that there wasn't any sort of massive difference. If there was, I didn't notice it, and it certainly does not affect my trading, as I'm gonna show you now. So keep in mind, I'm gonna show you some very fast trades, not to brag about anything, but just to illustrate that I am taking a free chart provider, and it is so in tune with the market that it is allowing me to make very, very quick trades. So what you're going to mainly want to watch is up here, because this is the chart provider. That is the tool that I'm mainly talking about. But if you also want down here, you're going to see just how fast everything took place. So you're going to see this white order turn to green. And when it turns to green, that means I've officially purchased, the options that I'm doing. Or stock, whatever you want to say. In this case, happens to be options, but that's kind of besides the point. And then I'll put another order down there. That'll be white. And when that turns to green, that means I've exited the trade. So we'll get things started here. So you notice that's white. And then it just went to green, so I'm now filled. There's a new white order in here, but just watch the chart, right? Because this is what you need to be asking. How does this look to your eyes? Does this look terrible? Does it look like something you can use? But at the core, like I said, I've used this chart to build this trade plan in order to ideally put some money in my pocket. But what I love about that is it's totally free. And right there, you can see that I am out. So that was, I don't know, we'll call it 20 seconds maybe. So $20 and made $80. Not too bad. Especially when, once again, this was all completed by building a trade plan using a free chart provider. And I keep emphasizing that because a penny saved is a penny earned. So if every month you don't have to pay for a tool, but the tool is just as good as other ones, I mean, that seems like a good deal. But let's take a look at another trade because it is a fair critique. Clay, maybe you just got lucky there. Maybe that was just like one trade that happened to work out Fair enough. Let's take a look at another one from the same exact day. Now this one, if you blink, you will miss it. So I want you to look down here. You'll see a white order, then it turns to green, and then you'll see another white order and it turns to green. But when this white order here, the second one shows up, notice how long it lasts being white. Spoiler, not long at all. But once again, you're gonna see a very, very fast trade, yet this was all being completed and put together as a trade plan using the free chart of Webull. So now watch this next one, white, green, just like that. Had to been less than 1 second, and in less than 1 second, put $50 in my pocket. Now, if you watch my live trade videos on YouTube, then you've seen these sorts of trades happen time and time again. Are they all 1 second? No, they're not all 1 second. But again, I just want to illustrate that yes, from a chart provider perspective, the reality of the market and what Webull is telling you is it perfectly linked? I can't make that claim, but if it's not perfectly linked, to my naked eye, I don't realize it, and it's not hampering my strategy as you just saw there. But besides this, so we've gotten the speed out of the way, we've gotten that it can keep up, we've gotten the fact that, okay, yeah, even if you don't like Webull as a broker, you could still just use their charts within your setup. But there are a lot of other attributes and characteristics that Webull offers you in regards to your charts. So what we're looking at here is the chart just made bigger so you can get a better idea for how things look. But I also have this at a very, very simplistic, straightforward view. And I should also offer a warning here. Because Webull is very powerful. They have so many indicators and this and that, so many tools that you can use. But as a beginner, you got to be careful to not overwhelm yourself. So yes, it's great they have all that stuff because you can expand and get very advanced and you can have for all kinds of tools. But as a beginner, you just want to be aware that you don't want to dive too much into that stuff too quickly because then you're just going to feel overwhelmed. But right here is just what a basic chart looks like. We're looking at Bitcoin here. And you can see that as it's developing, I think a very, very clean looking chart, one that I like in regards to my eyes and that I can just incorporate very, very easily into my trading. But they offer so many different things. So even from right here, maybe you think this is too much just chart settings. You can see here you can do so many things. Appearance, maybe you want to change the colors of the candles. I don't know why, but there you go. So I mean, just little things like that. You can do things from customization. And I'm not going to go through every little thing because we would be here forever. But just, by right-clicking on chart settings, you can see all this. It does allow you to trade from the chart itself. So if you are somebody that says, I want to use them as my broker and my chart provider, well, then you can do different things where you're putting in the orders and trading right from the chart, which is a very, very cool, very, very convenient tool to have. To just be able to click to get orders, and you can put stop losses where you want them. So a very powerful tool in that. And then it just allows you, again, all sorts of different, displays. So maybe we want, so maybe you want some grid lines in the background. So there you go. I click that and hopefully that's showing up for you, but now there's some grid lines in the back. So overall, like I said, a lot of different aspects that it can give you from just the settings and appearance of things. But as far as indicators, so this is where things, you want to be careful, but when you come up here, you click on indicators and you can see right here, as I scroll down, indicators upon indicators upon indicators upon indicators, you get the idea. So you will not be lacking indicators, but remember, you don't want to dive too far in and have way too many in there and overwhelm yourself. They offer different setups. So if you want to do grids, then you can, do something like this. You can pick like if you want 4 or if you want there. And then of course you can just enter in different ticker symbols for all those. So like I said, it gives you very, very quick flexibility to enter in. So maybe, over here I want Apple, and then over here I want, Tesla, so on and so forth. You can add in as many as you want, but we can just go back to the one chart right there. You can do comparisons if you want to, compare one chart to another. And then you have, the different chart layouts. You have, and I should say this is unavailable because I'm looking at Bitcoin here. So because Bitcoin never closes, those ones would not be available. And then down here you can see all the different time frames. So you can have 1 second chart, 5 second chart. You get the idea here. They have tick charts too. So if you like to use tick charts, they offer that. But they really offer a maximum amount of flexibility in regards to all that. And then when it comes to drawing, you have Fibonacci stuff you can do. When it comes to, all these different other advanced tools, you have those sorts of things. And then when it just comes to the good old fashioned, trend lines, I mean, just nothing fancy here, just like any. Now, does this make it some sort of special thing? No, all brokers are going to offer you the ability to draw a trend line. But my point here is that they still offer you a good variety of things. And there's still more, but you get the idea here. They are offering all sorts of different tools. And of course, you don't need to use candlesticks. You could use area. I mean, you could use, whatever those, the Heinke. I'm not even going to try to pronounce them. You could use, like I said, it's not like you even have to use candlesticks, but that's just what I use and that's what other traders use. So hopefully this gives you an idea that, yeah, they're offering you all sorts of different customizations. They're giving you all sorts of indicators, and really the sky's the limit. And one final time, the sky's the limit, yes, but the sky can also feel very overwhelming if you let it be that way. So don't rush into it too quick, but just know the tools are there for when you're ready to get more and more advanced. And then the last thing is Webull. They're always running promotions, and and it's not like you have to pay for anything. You do have to deposit money in your account, but you can use that money for trading. But even if you don't, like I said, I have some money in my account, but that gives me the access to the charting and all of that. So it's not like you have to use that money, but you're also not paying for anything. So if you do want to use them as your broker, then any money you deposit to unlock all the chart stuff, you could then use that money to trade with also. But you don't have to do that. So if you want to use them for your charts like I do, but use another broker, then you can just throw in a few bucks, unlock everything, and you still have access to all these tools here. But overall, I'm very happy with them, and especially when I have the reference point of knowing what I used to pay for my charts. So to know that I'm still able to construct good quality trade plans that can operate very quickly, as you saw, but yet it's all free of charge, it is a very, very good feeling. So I would say give Webull a chance. I'll put a link down below, and if you use that link, they're always running promotions, which is kind of the cherry on top. If you use that link, they're going to get paid either with money or sometimes they're going to away free stock, but they're going to give you something for just choosing to use a really, really quality platform, which is always, like I said, a good thing to have. I should note that is an affiliate link. So if you click on it, I will get something, but you'll also get something. And that's not why I'm recommending them either, because I am using them in my trading. So it's just kind of a nice little perk though. But that's all I have. If you have any other questions, if I've maybe missed something that I should have considered, let me know in the comment section and I will definitely reply to you and get anything clarified. But as far as stocks and they offer the cryptos, then this is something that I would definitely say is worth your consideration. So again, any questions down below? Thanks for watching. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.